Welcome back to Modeling Manhood. Today I'm going to tell you about noodling for fish in the place that you probably wouldn't expect it. So my dad's side of the family decided to get together and take all the cousins, aunts and uncles. We all went to what is now known as Six Flags Darien Lake. Back then it wasn't a Six Flag. And being under 4 foot meant that most of us that were kids could not go on most of the rides. I had one cousin that was a little bit older than me, and he was like just able to ride the rides. But everybody else, all the rest of us as cousins, could only ride on the little rides, and I was not enjoying it very much. So after lunch that day, a bunch of the cousins and I decided that we would try our hand at catching all the bullhead catfish that were in all the ponds near our picnic tables where we were having lunch. And we had such a great time just catching and trying to catch fish mostly for the rest of the afternoon. And it kind of brings up a good point. Sometimes if you think about kids and then what they expect out of something and adults what they expect out of something, uh, we want to make this great experience sometimes as parents for our kids. And you know what? Sometimes just simple is really good, and we need to remember that. I can remember a couple instances when we were first married and had kids, and we were just taking every penny and putting it into our house. We were down to one vehicle just so that we could make some renovations that were necessary for raising a family in the house. And the kids were so happy with just cardboard boxes. And you know what? Uh, we need to be happy with the simple things in life too. Sometimes we get all caught up in what everybody says that you need to have, or the latest technology, or the newest phone, or a fancy vehicle, or a souped up diesel pickup truck, or whatever it is uh, that everybody seems to think that they need to have. But you know what? None of that stuff's going to be with us someday when we depart from this earth. And we need to be more like children. In Matthew chapter 19, starting in verse 13, it says, "Then children were brought to him that he might lay his hands on them and pray. The disciples rebuked the people, but Jesus said, 'Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for such belongs the kingdom of heaven.' And he laid his hands on them and went away." And I don't know about you, but I want the Lord's blessings on me, and I want the hand of the Lord upon me in my life. But sometimes I need to put away my thinking and my desires and my selfishness just to be more like a child. Uh, my brother-in-law loves making t-shirts and always says, "Oh, that would make a great t-shirt." But one of the t-shirts that he did make says, "Pray like you're 6." And we need to act more like 6-year-olds sometimes, and just kids who think they know everything, and just get back to the basics and the simple things. Like Bible stories. Uh, how many of you guys have read through all the Bible stories in your life? How many of you read through them 20 times, 50 times, 100 times? There's just so much information that we can glean. Whether it's reading an advanced version that's a study Bible, or just a simple kids Bible story. Uh, that's really it, guys. It just needs to be basic. It's like if you look at your wallet, you might have like 100 different cards in there, like credit card, a license, or your pistol permit, or maybe you have like a Kohl's card and a Target card and a Walmart card and a Cabela's card and all these other cards for all these different places you shop. But really, do you need all of these things? And it's the same thing with our walk with Jesus. My wife's been doing some spring cleaning, and she's been saying if we haven't used it in 12 months, it needs to go. And you know what? Sometimes we just need to declutter and be a little more Spartan. Just clean out what we're not using, and just become more efficient with our time and our talents and the gifts that God's given us, and act more like a child, not having to worry about all the things that adults seem to worry about and miss out on a lot of the blessings sometimes. So that's my encouragement for you guys. think and be like a child, pray like a child, and read your Bible like a child too. There's so much to learn from it, and I would just encourage you guys to get into it. And even if it's only 1 or 2 verses a day, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. So make sure that's a priority uh, going forward this week. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to marry your maker and journey with Jesus. See you guys tomorrow, where we will be talking about the things I had to sell in order to make house projects possible. Thanks.